And we're back. All right, folks. Round two, part two, episode two, whatever you want to call it. The rest of the VHS horror movies. Um, so if you haven't, if you're coming in the first time, definitely pause now and go back and watch part one. Basically, just kind of showing off all my VHS horror movies, just for no particular reason other than I felt like it. I want to do something horror related, since being nominated for February's Horror YouTuber of the Month. Please go and vote if you haven't already for any one of us, just as long as you vote. Me particular, I appreciate it. Me in particular, but if you're more of an Anthony's horror more, and Captain Horror or Tales from the Shelf kind of a guy, I get it. No hard feelings. I just want somebody, one of these guys to win, if not me. And with that said, let's show you the rest of the movies. I guess a good pile. I think this is a little less, so it should go a little quicker. There's still some good ones in here I noticed, but we'll see what you think. We got Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh. So that's number one. Again, no particular order. I just grabbed them all out of the box and just going for it like that way. Kingdom of the Spiders. I love this movie, and I love the cover on this, the cover art. I just love that big ass tarantula. If you haven't seen this one, it's not like the most gory of the spider movies, but they use a ton of spiders, and it has a great ending. And I don't know, it's good 70s spider horror. What do we got next? And William Shatner's in it. Come on. The Forsaken. So that, yeah. Children of the Corn, Part 4. Is this the one, the city one? The Gathering? I think this is the city one. I can't remember. A little shady on the Children of the Corn sequels, but if that is, I like it. Jaws 3. I have a soft spot for this one, the SeaWorld Jaws. Not everyone likes it. Most people I think hate 3 and 4, to be honest. Or not hate, but dislike them. I love both of them. So part 3 is great for me, or at least. Invaders from Mars. I kind of like this movie more towards the end, like when the kid actually gets onto the spaceship, the weird looking alien things. But yeah, Invaders from Mars, good. Prom Night. Jamie Lee Curtis, probably my third favorite Scream Queen, behind Linnea and Michelle Bauer. So, fun fact. Bats. I like Bats. This is Lou Diamond Phillips one. Does this have a Blu-ray? I don't think it does. If it does, it needs like a 4K Blu-ray combo set, something cool. Bats is fun. It's not like the best movie ever, but it's definitely a fun movie. So, needs an upgrade if it doesn't. Scary Movie. I like this one, but again, Scary Movie Part 2 is my favorite out of all the scary movies. House 2, Second Story. This is definitely not when I first watched it, it's not like House. It's not like it's scary. This one's like silly humor. Silly scary, if even scary. Almost a kid's movie, if I do recall. The Final Battle. I love V. TV miniseries, like alien reptiles coming to Earth. But if you haven't seen V, it's a fun, like, long miniseries to get into. Kind of, I think the main one's like 8 hours, and this one's like a 2.5, 3 or 4 hours, something like that. The Final Battle. So, good little miniseries. Arachnophobia. Great, another spider movie if you're into spiders. Then we got the Thick Boy, the Jaws. This is the one, I love this cover art better, of course, than that skinny one that I have. This Jaws is, it's iconic, gotta have. Then, of course, speaking of V, the original miniseries. So, the Thick Boy, 2 tape. Watched too many discs lately, I guess. That's what's fresh in my brain and on my mind. And tape, you don't get to say as much anymore. Basket Case 2 Basket Case 2, the screening copy. Ooh. I like Belial. I like watching those movies. I don't think I have like a... I mean, part 1 feels like a completely different movie than part 2 and 3, to be honest. It's way more low budget, you know, just based in the New York apartment or whatever, like setting, and barely any other place. Part 2 doesn't have a lot of speed. It just got a lot more going on. Like part 3 even, jeez. But just definitely a lot more going on in the sequels. Dawn of the Dead, the original, the OG, love it. I don't mind having multiple copies of that one. Teenage Space Vampires. Okay. Borderline horror from Pulse Pounders. Sounds like that could be a different kind of movie from Pulse Pounders. Komodo. Komodo Dragon Killer. Like Komodo Killer, Komodo Dragon horror. Creature features. You know, I'm into them. Ghosts of Mars. So, you know, a little sci-fi, I guess. Horror. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. They still know. I still know. So we'll get that one out of the way. Fear Runs Silent. Just cheap Stacy Keach horror with Billy D. Williams. Could have sworn this is like a B-level, like a low budget, below B-level, like horror, monster movie. So like a creature kind of thing. Children of the Corn 2, The Final Sacrifice. You know, again, Children Corn sequels. It's like whatever. Hellraiser 2, Hellbound. I love me some Hellraiser. I like the stick one too, the stick boy with both of the tapes. So we got that. Beautiful, great movie, The Hitcher. So it was at C. Thomas Howell's eyes in the rearview mirror. You know, looking at Rutger Hauer. So like, don't pick him up, man. The Hitcher is good stuff if you haven't seen it yet. Jeepers Creepers. Fun, good, just Jeepers Creepers. Where'd you get those peepers? Got to watch that one again soon. I haven't watched it in a bit. We got Bats. We got Bats. Wait a minute. We've already done Bats. I got 2 copies of Bats. Okay. I forgot. Wonder where I got that from. Species 2. Species 2. I know I got 2 copies of that as well. But put those aside for trade-ins. Misery. Great movie. Blade 2. Blade 2. Blade's alright. Great. The Good Son. Just, Macaulay is so evil in this. I mean, just, whoa, very, very evil. So if you haven't seen The Good Son, seek that out. That's a fun. When I watched it again recently, because I've got a DVD, I still haven't upgraded to the Blu-ray for whatever reason. When I just recently upgraded to the DVD for a couple bucks and watched it, it's still good. It's still a great movie. Wasn't as fast-paced as I remembered. It's a little slower, but it's still good. Yeah, I'd still recommend it, definitely. Little Shop of Horrors. Musical horror, if you're into musical singing horror kind of movies. Again, Species 2, like I said, put these together. Looks like one's a Hollywood video, you know, one's like maybe a store home, like a purchase. So I might trade in like the rental copy. Alive. May not be everyone's kind of horror. It's more like maybe drama for some, but you know, getting stranded in a mountain on a plane crash and having to worry about eating some ass to survive, definitely scary to me. So, Alive, if you haven't seen it, definitely worth checking out. Army of Darkness, fun, great, good movie. That's all I gotta say. Sometimes They Come Back. I haven't watched this in forever. I'd have to rewatch this one again. Yeah, Tim Matheson. I don't remember that one as much. Like, I've seen it, but I know it's got 2. Sometimes they come back. Sometimes they come here. I can't. What the frick? I don't remember. I know there's 2 of them. you know, I can't remember. Sometimes I forget. uh, Ghostbusters 2. Ghostbusters 2. So, like, sing to the sludge makes it do stuff. Fear. Macaulay. Mark and the Funky Bunch. Riding roller coasters. You know, good movie. The Last House on the Left. Again, the OG. This is just the Movie Time original, Movie Time edition of the original. So I got 2 of those. We got Return of the Living Dead Part 2. This one should have been with my other Return of the Living Deads or Return of the Living Dead. Not Unlimited, all the Deads, but they're all scattered out. So I didn't really mind just leaving this where it was. This one's fun. I like Return of the Living Dead the most, but Part 2 has got some moments. I don't know. It seems short for some reason for me. Like once it gets going, it's done. It's like over. It's already at the bridge. I don't want to spoil it, but it's probably, what is it? Like, what's the runtime on this thing? Probably it's 89 minutes, but it feels like a 68-minute movie to me. I don't know if it's hard to explain, but it just feels short. I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's what I'm talking about. The plain Jane copy that doesn't like holographic kind of thing, and it doesn't have like the cobwebs and nothing like that. And then Aliens 2. That's my favorite one. Fade to Black. That's if you haven't seen this, if you're into Universal like monster movies, you should love Fade to Black. It's like a slasher tie-in with, Dracula and the Mummy, and who else was it? Some kind of like, I don't really spoil it all, but it's good stuff. Creepshow. I love Creepshow and Creepshow 2, but to be honest, like Creepshow 2 a little bit better. I don't know why. The Lost Boys. Classic, good, great. The Frog Brothers, fighting vampires and shit. Heathers, dark humor, dark kind of horror kind of thing. Christian Slater in that movie is great with Winona. And what is this? What was it? It's Dogs of Hell, but Rottweiler. I think it goes by another name called Rottweiler. Thank you for you guys that support the channel. Have commented below before, I think, or somebody's been in a battle and commented with one of the live streams that I've been in, something, or they've made mention. But yes, Dogs of Hell is also known as Rottweiler to other folk. Killer dog movie, basically. Let's leave it at that. Simple as that. We got another Army of Darkness. Death Becomes Her. And Anaconda. Can't go wrong with that. Something else. Anaconda. Trying to get down to it. We got, I don't know, about 15 left. Another Army of Darkness. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That should have been with the other Texas movies or chainsaw movies, but it is what it is. Wolf, the Jack Nicholson one, werewolf movie, just Wolf, but that one doesn't get talked about a lot. That's a little underrated. Another good one. Michelle Pfeiffer, Jack Nicholson, good. I could see it being like a Criterion release. Maybe it does have some kind of cool upgrade that I don't know about, but yeah, Wolf, if it doesn't, definitely should go that route. Tremors. This does have a cool Arrow release, and it's a definitely more silly film compared to Wolf, so go figure who picks the movies. Wrong Turn, don't get me wrong, Tremors is awesome though. Wrong Turn, love it, I love it. Three Finger and the gang. We got Leviathan, the other sea monster one that came around with Deep Star 6 time. I want to say even the same year, if I'm not mistaken. If I go and look that up, maybe I could be wrong. I'm not a betting man, but I put a quarter down on it. Assault, what was it? Assault on Precinct 13. say like the horror. It's more, I guess, thriller side of that. Again, me and my very broad spectrum of a big tree blanket branches of where this stuff falls under. Whoa, almost dropped it. Christine, the with the rear view mirror, just like the Hitcher. I love the eyes in the rear view mirror. The this one has a couple, like I say, another 2 different releases or cover arts. I like this one the best. Maybe only 2, and that's the other one, but I think there's 2 more. Warlock Armageddon, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Armageddon. Again, got to revisit Warlock because I don't remember much about it. Van Helsing, more fighting vampires and whatnot. I think this is the screener copy. Yeah, the screener copy. I got a lot of screener copies of movies. I don't remember how or why. Probably from the swap meet. The Taste of Blood, Dracula. So it's Dracula movie. You know, older flick. Amityville, the Dollhouse, or Amityville Dollhouse, not the, but just Dollhouse. The biggest name in horror comes home. I already have like I think this one with the Vinegar Syndrome set. You know, the Dollhouse, the actual box with the 4 movies. I'm pretty sure that was one in it. So, but I happen to have the VHS as well. I don't know why. Once Bitten, silly Jim Carrey vampire flick. And I think we're down to the last 5. It could be like a My Little Pony to end it too. Graveyard Shift. Actually, you know what? We will throw it in. Before I forget, we're going to throw in at the end here, stay tuned, bonus coverage. I went on a quick little hunt. And, you know, just looked at some VHS that came out today. Graveyard Shift, as you see, another vampire movie. And found a couple of more VHS. 4 or 5, I think, were horror, or basically in that realm. 1 for sure isn't, but I'll show you anyways because it's a kick-ass movie. And yeah, so I'll just throw that quick footage in, and then I'll throw those 6 movies after that. So if you want to see those 6 bonus films, stay around, keep going, keep it coming. The Ghost in the Darkness. So let's get through these last 3 so we can see them, because I actually like those a little more. Hollow Man. So that's a good movie though. Hollow Man's awesome. TV horror. Night of the Grizzly. So, and when I say horror, very loose, like on how horror it is. It's got a grizzly bear. Anacondas in the Blood Orchard. This one's fun. I love Anaconda movies, so I think I only have Anaconda Part 1 and then this one on VHS. Now, as mentioned, so let's get to it. Let's wrap this part up and show you the bonus 6 films. Here we go. All right, my spot's actually open on Tuesday, a little while longer, so I'm gonna take advantage of my off day and go take a peek. A whole bunch of new VHS came in, and see if there's any horror or any oddities or any just fun, good movies. Stay tuned. And we're back. We're back. Okay, that was fun. Uh, just quick fun looking at all those movies. There was tons of like board kind of stuff, music, horror, mix of comedy, actiony movies as well. Whoever's collection or this was has been there for a long time because it was just stored in the back in milk crates. The owners decided to clean for the last 2 weeks because they were closed, and they're like, "Oh, you know what? The shelves were getting a little thin. They haven't purchased much lately, so instead of purchasing more, it looks like they just started to purge what they had." And I was happy because there was a movie that I've been looking for a long time, and I thought it had been there, and if short, it was gone. So maybe they just put it in the back and came at the right time. And I did come at the right time because there was four other people already looking, digging at the movies. More people came after me, so it was a great day for VHS at my honey hole. I saw at least 10, if not 15 people from while I was there for the hour looking and picking up a movie, a VHS. So people are still buying them. So what did I buy? What did I grab? One of the movies that I've been looking for a moment, I'm pretty sure it only has a VHS, The Applegates. This one, oh God, Ed Begley Jr. with the roaches, Dabney Coleman. If you haven't seen The Applegates, this is freaking great. I think it's from, yeah, same director of Heathers, so you can think how dark it is. But basically, a family of roaches that pretend to be human. So they got to like incorporate their way into like life and whatnot. But yeah, they're bugs. It's it's good. It's well done. Tales from the Hood. So HBO Video decided to grab this. Um, Actually, this would probably be better, right? Tales from the Hood, maybe upright. The this one's so funny. The first one's the best. The 2, 3, not so much. But the first one, classic, and I just love how that one looks too. It's still got the plastic on it, so that's why that HBO video is there. If I wanted to take off the shrink wrap, it's not sealed, but it's got like the wrap around, the Savoy films and everything else. So definitely was worth taking home. I love this. There was like two other movies that were like I wanted to grab besides this, but I had to stay within a budget. That's the one I chose. It was the cleanest copy too. Uh, Angel. I couldn't leave Angel. I have a part 3 somewhere, and I have part 1. I don't have part 2 on VHS. So I have the DVD. I have the Blu-rays. I have the box of it. I have those slip covers now. I just don't have part 2 on VHS. Otherwise, I'll have the trifecta of all 3 completed once I find it. But Angel, I just love this movie. Recommend Angel Part 1 out of all of them. Angel Part 2 if you want to keep expanding. And then Part 3 is just, it's all right. So, this was not the horror movie, but it's a bonus film to show you. Gleaming the Cube. Love me some Gleaming the Cube. Christian Slater. I only have a knockoff DVD of this. That's it. Not even the real one. I think it's Vestron. This is a Vestron video. I think they did the DVD, if I'm not mistaken. But the only DVD I do have is a complete boot. This is the actual real VHS of it. And I've been looking for it for a moment. So I just kind of always wanted it in my collection. It's like a kind of missing piece. It's how I first seen the movie, like the Blockbuster kind of era, Hollywood Video kind of thing. We've been Gleaming the Cube this way. So I'm so happy to have it. So happy. And then we got a Junior. So move over Texas Chainsaw, a Junior right here. That's about it. Just look at that. That's all I gotta say. And then my final movie, because I'm gonna wrap this up. We don't want to make this all night. I got the Hemdale release of Return of the Living Dead. My favorite film. Again, why not? I know some people do not like double dipping, triple dipping, triple dipping. They don't get the reason for it, the concept for it. Again, it's just when you're a collector, you have like your own little nuances, your little just niches, niches, whatever, like within your collection. You're like, you know what, I want to focus on that, or I want to focus on that. That's me. I have certain films within my collection. I don't double dip, triple dip on everything. There's only certain films within the horror realm that I'm like done. I gotta get it. I'll get multiple copies of it, and Return of the Living Dead is part of it. That it's my favorite damn horror movie, as I've said like multiple times over the last two videos. So I'll probably buy another one too. The only one I'm missing right now, and I'm so kind of pissed that I didn't grab it a while back when I had the chance, is the Thorn release of it. Um, I I had an offer, like somebody was selling it, and he gave me at first dibs or whatever. But at the time, I just wasn't willing to spend the cash, and I just passed. And he sold it, of course, and I just haven't really come across another good, clean copy. And his was clean. Oh man. But anyways, bad memories. That's it though. Good memories today after showing you all the movies and picking up the new titles. So, Gleam in the Cube is one of those, again, not horror. Don't want to get off too far off tangent, but one of those I was just so happy to pick up. And the rest were good too. So, I mean, I kind of like the Return of the Living Dead. Probably second in that pile, because I went there looking mainly for, that was the one I had hoped for when I saw they were out of skate videos. It's like that, they're going to have it. Junior, Tales from the Hood. Meet the Applegates was a surprise. That was a complete surprise. So glad to have it. But I'm glad to add another 7 or 8 minutes to this for you for 6 movies. That's how I do it. Just long and drawn out. But thanks for watching, guys. I totally appreciate it. As you can see, I love my horror movies. I'll probably do, I don't know, something else real soon. I'm going to do something else for the month. I'll still go out again, still early, so I'll have another swap meet. My Vinegar Syndrome sale, the subscriber sale, I picked up movies there, so whenever those ship, and who knows what else. That's it for today. So again, like, comment, subscribe, and later.